Hello, this is Sarah with Sarah Bear Tarot, and this is month ahead reading for Gemini, and it is broken down into 3 parts, 1 message for each decan. And let me introduce Visby, my new friend. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say decans, well, each zodiac sign is broken into 3 parts, roughly 10 days each. So you each have a slightly different personality. And I like to break it down so you can have a more specific reading for you. If you don't know your decan, that's okay. I will comment before each pile, and it also will be down in the timestamps. If you're on the cusp, then you may have 2 cards here, 2 piles. Okay, let's get a move on it. And this is for Gemini first decan. That's for those of you born May 22nd through May 31st. As first decan Gemini, you are pure Gemini, and you have such a quick wit, which I do see that here with the Queen of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and pull a rune here, and we have Gabo. Gabo is gift, but it is also significant of sacrifice, because you don't get something without giving something. And so in this reading, I have the Hierophant, so there is a level of spirituality, spiritual connection. Perhaps you are connecting more with others in the community and feeling more in tune. The Cauldron speaks of mixing up a whole bunch of ingredients, some of them not so good, and coming out with something great. I think in November you're going to be moving forward. The 3 of Wands speaks of stepping outside your comfort zone and exploring new horizons, as well as branching out. And we have the Lovers here, we have partnerships. So there's this feeling, a strong feeling of community and connections coming in for you. You may typically be a little more reserved, but I think you'll be feeling ready to branch out, step out, and begin to mix with others, to join groups, to join communities. Here we have the mask. So true feelings are masked, which isn't surprising. As an air sign, you're more of the intellect and less about feelings. I'm feeling that Gebo the gift here has to do with the sacrifice. So maybe the sacrifice of sharing your feelings, of being vulnerable in order to receive love and connection, to receive friendship, to join partnerships. And perhaps the 3 of Wands speaks of maybe sacrificing a current location in order to move for a job or for someone, to try something. And it may feel uncomfortable. But ultimately, with this reading, it does feel like that's a great step to take. As a relationship reading, which this most definitely could be, we have the Lovers here after all. We have the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. You may find yourself coming together with a sort of divine masculine energy, someone who's really spiritually connected, especially after a time where perhaps you've been alone for a while. You may meet this person through spiritual community, any sort of community or class, through school even, or traveling. If you're in a current relationship, this feels like a good mix, and you may be stepping forward in deeper commitment. Maybe a marriage is coming in for you. Make sure you connect on a deeper level. Don't get caught up in your head. Connect with your heart space more often. I'm also feeling like there's a need to meld, to come together. There's loyalty and love here. There's moving forward, maybe moving house. But there's definitely an advancement within this relationship in November. You both may need to make some sacrifices. So maybe you need to move homes or towns, or leave what you're used to. But this is all exciting, and I see just really nice partnership and communion, and bringing opposites, what is separate, together in harmony. Okay, this pile is second decan Gemini. This is for those of you born June 1st to June 10th. And we have a tower moment here at the end, interestingly, after a lot of positive energy. So what's going on here? feels like you may have reached a point where you're emotionally fulfilled. You have family, home, everything feels really harmonious and joyful. And also, there's a lot of security, stability here, and partnership with the rune Ehwaz. I'm going to go ahead and pull this oracle card, see if it helps. Your surroundings may undergo transition. Okay, I think that explains the tower. This feels more like moving forward from a job, or moving home, but in a good way. This is a good move. This is like, everything's come together, and now is going to be coming together even more. But first, there's going to be a little bit of a chaos and falling apart. And here we have the wheel. So the wheel is a journey, and Ehwaz, the horse, is also a journey. So you're moving towards something that I don't think is going to be bad. Once you get through it, this is like an extreme makeover, I think, and your whole new life is going to start from here. I think I'll give you an example. This is making me think of my year in general. There was nothing but change. I got married, and then we moved, and then we got a dog. It's like one after another, everything within a few months of each other, and it was exhausting, tiring, stressful. It took a lot out of me, but it's all for the best. I just had to gather my strength and allow myself the grace to, have a bit of a meltdown. It really took a lot out of me, but everything's wonderful now. As a relationship reading, this really does look like contentment, harmony, the family together. There's also security, stability, happiness, and willingness to move forward to the next chapter. There's loyalty and love here with the horse. If you're single, I don't think you will be for long. I think someone's going to be coming in here pretty soon, but it may be that they are long distance, or you'll have to travel to see them. I think you'll continue to be independent for a while longer. Actually, now this is reminding me of my life again. My relationship, my husband now, we were long distance for 3 years, and that was difficult. I had an idea of what this relationship should be like, and it wasn't, living separately in different cities. But he was too wonderful. I just had to see it through, and I ended up having to move. I needed to move. I wanted to move to be with him. It wasn't the town I wanted to be in, but everything has gone so well, and I think this can happen for you too. Okay, so I guess we are moving on to Gemini 3rd Decan, those of you born June 11th through June 21st. Okay, so we have some air energy right off the bat. You, in your mind, feeling a bit trapped, feeling a bit limited, but this is all you. You are the only one holding yourself back. There is a time of decision coming ahead, and here we have time. It's finding a balance, finding a balanced choice, and making really a decision that is best for everyone, because there's other people involved. There always is. With time, there's the reminder that there may not be a tomorrow. We think there is never-ending time, but in truth, it is going quickly. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. We have a new dawn ahead, so there are good things, but you need to take inspired action in order to bring about the change you want to see. I think in November, if you make a decision, you're going to find clarity, and you're going to find your power, your strength, your kindness and compassion, and a full heart and harmony within yourself. We have the chalice. This is rejuvenation and fulfillment. So there is emotional fulfillment in the future. You just have to get out of the victim mentality or thinking that there are obstacles that are keeping you back. It's you that's keeping you back. If you've been dealing with a court case, or if someone's wronged you, I think you're going to find it's going to go your way. If you are in a relationship, perhaps you've been stuck in your head and feeling a bit like things are going against you. So if you pull yourself out and find a more balanced way of thinking and feeling. You'll realize that you're not trapped. You're somewhere where actually someone wants the best for you. I feel like you have someone there who's very mothering and loving and compassionate and wants to give you such a lot of love and peace. If you're single, get ready for a new dawn. There is a new cycle coming in, and step outside of yourself. You will find, or rather you may find, that a soulmate or a soul connection is going to be coming in. All right, bye everyone.